Good afternoon. I'm Chris Kimura here in the NBC Bay Area studios. The 57th annual Cherry Blossom Parade is happening right now in San Francisco. Our Mike Inouye is out there.
All right,
let's go to it.
Welcome out to San Francisco, the intersection of Post and Webster, just outside Japantown, San Francisco. Let the folks at home hear you. All right, folks, thanks, Chris. Thanks for that great welcome out here for the 57th annual Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival Parade. The Grand Parade got started a few minutes ago. You guys know that. Over at San Francisco City Hall. If you look in front of where I'm facing, the top of the hill, you see some flashing lights. That's the parade's first unit getting ready to come down Post Street. They're going to greet all of us in turn, so we'll be patient. We see what's coming, and we'll see what's here when they perform for us right in front of the plaza and give the folks at the grandstand a nice show as well. So we want to thank you all for being out here. Now, from time to time, I might explain things a little more rudimentarily than you need, because you've been here before. But some folks are joining us from around the country or around the world. That's the way the World Wide Web works. So this might be their first ever experience with San Francisco's Japantown, with this Cherry Blossom Festival, and with this historic parade. So I hope you'll bear with us, folks. A little more explanation brings this to a lot more folks around the world, and that's what this is all about, right? Sharing our cultures and sharing our communities. So we're glad you're here with us, and we want to welcome you out to this year's parade. Coming down from Post Street, we have our first group, the San Francisco Mounted Police. Now, they'll be here in just a bit. I'll give you a little more explanation as they make their way down to this intersection. We'll let the music play just a bit, but I wanted the folks at home to know that we have started our live stream. I wanted you all to know that you are being live streamed with my friend Hans, the cameraman over here, and we've got everything going on right from our grand parade view right here coming down the street with the flashing lights and the San Francisco Mounted Unit. Stand by, folks. Have some fun. Continue the chatter, and I'll be sure and interrupt you as those announcements come down the pipe. All right, folks at home, panning the crowd in eager anticipation. It's only about another block, and you can see the mounted patrol coming our way. That signifies the very beginning of our parade here at the Cherry Blossom Festival in San Francisco's Japantown. These folks have already done the majority of their parade walk, coming all the way from City Hall, turning their corner, coming down Post Street from the top of the hill down to us. We're looking at the mounted patrol. So the American flag, the California flag, and in the middle, the flag of Japan, signifying the camaraderie amongst the countries. This is symbolic of trading cultures and preserving traditions. Top of a building where they just passed, it says Nihon Machi, which is Japanese for Japantown, and that's exactly where we are. They're passing by Peace Plaza with the iconic pagoda over on our right, that's their left. Making their way over in through the crowd, we'll talk a little bit more about what is making up this part of the parade. All right, folks, passing by at the beginning of where you can hear me at the UPS store, please welcome to the Cherry Blossom Festival our first guests. They are members of the Mounted Unit, San Francisco's Mounted Unit, founded in 1874, making it the second oldest continuous mounted patrol in the United States and Canada. Like sourdough bread, cable cars, and the Golden Gate Bridge, the Mounted Unit is an integral part of San Francisco's rich history. Officers Teresa San Giacomo, we have Robert Byrne and Eric Caracciolo. They're riding horseback accompanied by stable attendants Morgan Overstreet and Katie Corrigan. Give it up for the stable attendants, that's hard work. Oh, and speaking of hard work, they're also accompanied by our farrier, Steve Weiberg. Horseshoeing is what he does with us, but he's also ensuring the cleanliness of the path behind them, folks, because even though they're blazing the trail, we need to make sure that they're taking care of everybody who comes behind them, folks. We're keeping it clean here at the parade. There we go, Matt! Taking pride. Matt Nagatomi, one of his first jobs here at the Cherry Blossom Festival and Parade was to be what he affectionately calls the pooper scooper. Well, he does honor to that this year, keeping this parade route clean, even though he's one of the co-chairs for this year's festival. Give it up to Matt for being one of the co-chairs for this entire festival. He takes pride in where he comes from. This is Matt's heritage, Matthew. Thank you for knowing where you come from and where everybody else is going. All right, folks, great job, Matt. Next up, folks. Next up, walking behind this motorcycle patrol, we have our chief of police, Chief William Scott, accompanied with some distinguished guests, folks. Established in 1849 during the gold rush, the San Francisco Police Department is led by a chief of police appointed by the mayor of San Francisco. Assisted by 2 assistant chiefs and 5 deputy chiefs, they oversee 6 bureaus: administration, airport, chief of staff, field operations, professional standards and principled policing, and special operations. In addition to collaborating with the Municipal Transportation Authority and the Public Utilities Commission, with their unwavering dedication and exemplary leadership, the SFPD command staff plays a vital role in ensuring the safety and security of the San Francisco community, which currently comprises around 1,800 sworn members. Ladies and gentlemen, joining the command staff is San Francisco's 31st District Attorney, Brooke Jenkins. District Attorney Jenkins leads the District Attorney's Office and its mission to promote public safety and advance justice for all, and is committed to implementing important and vital criminal justice reforms responsibly. Once again, welcome to the Cherry Blossom Festival and our parade, Chief William Scott from the San Francisco Police Department and District Attorney Brooke Jenkins. Give it up, folks. All right, thank you, Chief. Thank you, DA. Thank you, Ms. Jenkins, for being here. Absolutely, thanking all of our folks along the way. Thank you for having so much of a presence here, so much support for our community. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll notice a change in the vehicle color and style. That's because coming up, we have the Sheriff Paul Miyamoto. Paul is the first Asian American sheriff elected in San Francisco's 173-year history. A fourth-generation San Franciscan, Sheriff Miyamoto oversees security for San Francisco jails, as well as city courts, hospitals, and City Hall, in addition providing public safety for special events and the community. Inspired by the Japanese incarceration of his father and his extended family, their triumph in therein, they've seen their way through adversity, so sees the sheriff. He looks to them and their World War II experience as he credits his success to the values instilled by his family. Ladies and gentlemen, accompanying him are Rich Ju, Chief of Staff, Captain Linda Bui, Yulo Su, President of the Sheriff's Oversight Board, Terry Wiley, Inspector General for the Sheriff's Oversight Board. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's Sheriff Paul Miyamoto. Always wanted to say this. Howdy, Sheriff. Good to see you. Oh, thank you.
You better take one of those.
I'll be taking one of these. I've been deputized. All right. It's official. Oh, next up, folks, I don't know if you can see in that snazzy red vehicle there. It's the one. It's the only. It's a cultural ambassador. It's Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty inspires friendship, kindness, and inclusivity throughout the world and has transcended generations and borders for over 50 years. Kitty, you look great. You look great for 50 and even for if you were older than that, which you are not. A pioneer of Japanese culture, Hello Kitty is honored to be the Grand Marshal of the Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival as she celebrates her 50th anniversary this year. Oh my, it feels like our household has been Kitty fans for generations, and it's been the case. Now folks, I don't know if you knew this, but Hello Kitty was born in the suburbs of London. She lives with her parents and her twin sister. Anybody know her sister's name? That's right, it's Mimi. Now, her hobbies include traveling, music, reading, baking cookies, and making new friends, which I'm sure she can do today. Little known, folks, Hello Kitty is as tall as how much? That's right, Kitty stands as tall as 5 apples, and she weighs the same as 3 apples. And Kitty, thank you for sharing those vital facts with us, because some folks are scared. Some folks are ashamed to share how many apples they weigh. But you are 3 apples and very proud of it. Thank you, Kitty, for being so proud. Now, Kitty's with us today, and she will be taking some pictures over here at the grandstand with some of our VIPs. And folks, I know you've had other opportunities to show your gratitude and your joy for Kitty. Now, Kitty's birthday is November 1st, so that's in the fall. Remember that, Kitty. Thank you for being here today. Her identical twin, Mimi, was not here today, but you'll notice Mimi wears the yellow bow. Kitty has here today with us with her red bow, the gift from Mama, her favorite, her idol, and the one whose apple pie she loves the best. Next up, waiting at attention. Oh, nice sit and wait. The Golden Gate Akita Club was established in 1970 and is the oldest existing regional Akita Club in the United States. The Akita is the largest of the 7 breeds designated as National Monument or a Natural Monument in their native country of Japan. Bred as a versatile hunting dog in the rugged mountains of northern Japan, the breed has a wonderful combination of dignity, good nature. They're alert, they're courageous, and they are docile. Look how calm they are with their partners in their household. Thank you so much to the Golden Gate Akita Club, and thank you to all of our national treasures here in our parade. Oh, speaking of treasures, we are looking at some little friends, and this is not a size issue. This is the name of their organization. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look up the hill and down toward the pavement a little closer, established in 1975, Nihon Machi Little Friends is a child care center dedicated to offering bilingual education in Japanese and in English, creating a multicultural environment for preschool through elementary school age children across the San Francisco Bay Area. Their programs incorporate Japanese language and curriculum to foster children's self-esteem, cooperation, and confidence. Services are offered for preschool and K-5 students in its after-school program with an emphasis on project-based learning and the development of creative, critical thinking skills. But ladies and gentlemen, right now, you are giving them an exercise in what they have learned, so please, they're doing the parade wave. You give them the parade wave right back. It's our friends from Nihon Machi Little Friends. So remember, folks, if you see a parade like this crossing the street, let's be patient, because they're just trying to get where they're going. Next up, we have the Berkeley Sakai Association. The Berkeley Sakai Association is a sister city program between Berkeley, California and Sakai City, Japan. Officially formed in 1967, Sakai is known for its Japanese knives, Shimano bicycle parts, and fishing reels, J. Green Athletic Facility, and the Kofun Tumulus. This year, we have 6 students from Berkeley High School who will visit Sakai and other cities in Japan in July. Please welcome our contingent, the Berkeley Sakai Association. Yay! Next up, we have the Consul General of Japan coming up. He's just a bit past the sign in the cool convertible. Now, this morning I saw him in a sports coat, American style dress, and his necktie. He has changed to some more traditional dress, as he and his family are joining us here representing the Consulate of Japan in San Francisco. The 57th Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival Grand Parade features the presence of Consul General of Japan in San Francisco, Mr. Yo Osumi, along with Mrs. Misao Osumi and their son, consulate staff, and their families. The Consul General of Japan proudly supports the festival, emphasizing its dedication to nurturing friendship and cultural exchange between Japan and Northern California. Consul General Osumi expresses gratitude to the people of Northern California for their support and looks forward to continued collaboration to enhance the Japan-California relationship across various domains and, of course, across the ocean. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome. This is their first parade with us since he came to California in his assignment in San Francisco, Mr. Yo Osumi and Mrs. Misao Osumi, Consul General of Japan in San Francisco. Hi, Osumi-sama. Misao-san, how are you? You guys look great. You look wonderful. Next up, we have representatives to the JCCNC. The Japanese Chamber of Commerce, Northern California, founded in 1950, fosters business relations and cultural understanding between Japan and the United States. It played a significant role in establishing the Cherry Blossom Festival in 1968, a cherished tradition in Northern California. Hiroshi Tomita, former JCCNC president and head of Tomita International LLC, led efforts to strengthen economic ties between Japan and Northern California. Additionally, Keijiro Hora, executive director of JCCNC, and approximately 40 JCCNC members show support by walking behind Tomita-san's car, highlighting their commitment to the community. Tomita-san, good to see you again this morning. JCCNC has long been a steadfast supporter and sponsor of the Cherry Blossom Festival, facilitating connections with other companies to expand our partnerships and sponsorship network. Their generous contributions today have enabled us to cover the costs of our platforms, allowing us to conduct this live stream you see on NBCBayArea.com, on Samsung TV, Samsung TV Plus, Google TV, Xumo Play, and also on Roku TV. Thank you for joining us, folks. Next up, we have the Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival Senior Appreciation Brunch honorees. Dorothy Yanagi Kimochi Ceramics Club, Ikuko Sakai, Takemi Nakagawa, and Ben Nakajo were all honored this year. And they have split up amongst the group. Hi, Susie. And they are now split up not only on this cable car, but also sharing their groups that they are with throughout this festival parade as well. Having a little break. We see the next group approaching here. Let me tell you a little bit about these folks who were honored for over 30 years. That Senior Appreciation Brunch has been honoring senior citizens from the greater San Francisco Bay Area. They are being recognized for their selfless contributions to their respective communities, accompanied by past honorees. Those were the folks on that cable car who are driving through this parade and enjoying all of you folks who they have helped lay the groundwork for festivals like today. From the Eden Japanese Senior Center, also from Kimochi Incorporated, SMJACC, the UICAI in San Jose, and the Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival Executive Committee, we honor all of those honorees for being here today. And separated a good distance from the horses and also from the other dogs we had in this parade they would get along just fine, I'm sure. But ladies and gentlemen, our next group, well, they're not just fancy, they're fanciers. They're Shiba Inu fanciers of Northern California. It's a small, sturdy, double-coated dog with a fox-like expression. The Shiba Inu is the smallest of the native Japanese dog breeds and was officially designated as a precious national treasure in Japan in 1936. Originally, Shibas were bred to flush birds and small game out of brushwood and were occasionally used in packs to hunt wild boar. Nowadays, they're primarily kept as pets in both Japan and the United States. The Shiba Inu Fanciers of Northern California is a club whose members are dedicated to the protection and the advancement of the AKC-registered Shiba Inu. To learn more about the breed and our club, please go to sfnc.org. Ladies and gentlemen, much louder than the dogs will be your cheers because these dogs are known for their good behavior. We are not, so let's give a big round of applause for the Shiba Inu Fanciers of Northern California. Leaving their dogs on nice long leashes, you've never met my dog, which is a mix, and a mix of attitude as well. Thank you for being here once again, Shiba Inu Fanciers. Thanks for being here, folks. And thanks all of you. Wow, that's a beautiful kimono. You guys are doing a great job. Oh, some are carrying. We've done that too. Watching those paws. As we know, folks, if it's too hot for you to put your hands on the pavement, it's too hot for your dog to put their paws as well. So keep that in mind when you take your young ones out. Look at these outfits on these Shiba Inu. We have happy coat, we have kimono, we have a mixed bag, and also for their adult companions. Thank you all for being here. It's great. Hi, Selena. Folks, thank you for joining us today. Again, we're happy to stream the live cast here as we get a look at Shibus, our nice backpacks as well. That's good, keeping this warm. No animals were harmed in wearing this fur. The fur is the animal. Nice job. Well done. I like your Jordans as well. All right, folks, we are looking at the parade route and some of our final Shiba Inu. We've done a nice job of stretching it out. Thank you for being here. We are streaming this live on NBCBayArea.com, Samsung TV Plus, Google TV, Xumo Play, Roku, basically any way you can get a streaming broadcast throughout the morning. We are operating with that same logic with many of our community aspects now and our special programming, our press conferences. Now, folks, you take an opportunity to cross the parade route if you need to get to or from the food areas and from Buchanan Mall. We have our wonderful volunteers with us today as well. The white shirts that say volunteer on the back. That's how you'll know those volunteers. If you see them, give them a pat on the back or at least a thank you for being here today. Again, the Cherry Blossom Festival, the parade and the organization, and these 2 weekends full of activity. This is an all-volunteer group done with the love of the community in mind. These people are not being paid. Sometimes they get a little food, sometimes they don't. They just do it out of the goodness of their heart. And they know that this is going to pay off dividends in the future when we still have Japantown and these rich traditions to share with those coming to the future. Like my kids who have grown up with festivals like this, they know that they come to love them every year. And they respect them and they appreciate how these festivals have grown. There's a little break in the parade traffic, folks. Some activity over near Peace Plaza. Peace Plaza, just up by the Peace Pagoda, is known long-standing as a place for public assembly, voicing our opinions, sharing our political views, as well as sharing the activities that we have on an almost weekly basis here in Japantown, San Francisco. It's been my pleasure and honor to be a part of, for example, the Soy and Tofu Festival, which will be coming up again this year. We've had many events put on by Coho San Francisco, cultural events, endeavoring to share not just these key moments like the Cherry Blossom Festival and the Nihon Machi Festival, but others throughout the week and throughout the year. I do have a traffic-related announcement. It's a red Toyota. Do we know what is it? Not it's a passenger vehicle though. We have a red Toyota which is just about to get towed from Sutter Street. So if you parked your red Toyota on Sutter Street, it's blocking a driveway. We wanted to give you fair warning that if your red Toyota is blocking a driveway on Sutter Street, it will soon not be blocking the driveway, but you will have to go find where your red Toyota was towed. Once again, Sutter Street driveway blocked by a red Toyota. It will be unblocked by a tow truck in short fashion. All right, folks, if you are on either side of this parade route, we encourage you to let the folks who are coming through, let them get their ways off the street. We're going to make sure everybody's safe, crossing securely. We thank you to all of our SFPD alert, our volunteers, and our parade volunteers as well for helping keep everybody moving in a safe fashion. If you are watching the parade and you're on the sidewalk, perhaps scooch just a little bit if you can let folks pass you by. We see them doing that right over here on Post and Webster. Great job, folks, getting over toward the barricades and letting the folks behind you pass in a pretty smooth, relatively smooth fashion. Folks, I know this is the last of the 2 weekend festival, but I'm so glad you're here, and I'm sure there are things that you still haven't seen. So we'll be looking at all the activities in the Peace Plaza. But remember to go over to my left, to your right, the MBO Food Bazaar. They also have Sapporo beer, which is emblazoned on the front booth over there. But we also have in the areas around Japantown, the National Japanese American Historical Society. They have wonderful information and historic information about the history of not only Japantown, but also the immigration to the United States. Hokka Nichibei Kai is here. Japan Center East is right off of the Hotel Kabuki. And of course, Japantown Peace Plaza. An important note. This year, I believe, will be the last year that the Peace Plaza will be in its current state. Major renovation work, major changes will go on, starting basically right after this parade and festival are over. So Peace Plaza will not be the same, and it won't be the same as this festival goes either for a number of years. So we do hope that you're able to continue to come to our festival. We will have this parade and this festival, but Peace Plaza will be a work in progress. We also have our arts and crafts put on by our sponsors just outside the Japan Center West Mall, all the way down to the Kabuki Theater. And remember, Kinokuniya Mall is there as well if you've been wondering where to get those manga, the anime, and a lot of other resources that you might have only seen on TV or heard about. You can often get some of those titles here or ask for them. They might be able to get them for you. And that's Buchanan Mall, that's the Japan Center West Mall, the Japan Center East Mall, and all of the bridge activity as well. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience for this pause in the parade activity. We have activity somewhere along that path, and our goal is, of course, to keep everybody safe. Let everybody conduct their business so we can conduct the rest of this grand parade. Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, at the top of the hill, you see the cable car, and there's a lot of activity up there. There's also a group that is voicing their opinions, and so they are doing a bit of a demonstration up there on the parade route. And so we want to make sure that everybody's able to share their opinions, and respectfully, we want to make sure that they are able to do their duty, and then we are able to continue this parade, which it looks like we do have our next unit now proceeding down post. We appreciate your patience. And remember, folks, the sun is hot. Stay hydrated. It can get tough out here, folks. Even in San Francisco, we always talk about the fog. Nope, not today, folks. What a beautiful day, but also one that we got to keep track of how hydrated we stay. All right, friends who are joining us online at NBCBayArea.com or any of our streaming properties, thank you for joining us at the Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival Grand Parade. We have had a bit of an interruption in the parade route. Folks, of course, in our great state and our great nation are able to voice their opinions and share those with the crowds around us. And so that's what was done a little bit earlier along the parade route. They were given an opportunity, an audience, and now we have the resumption of this parade route, beginning with Kiyomi Taketa. Hey! This is our Vespa Club. Kiyomi's here. Kiyomi's also in charge of the parade, along with the team of Matt and Yuki. Give it up for Kiyomi and her Vespa. All right. Folks, as we talked about, we highlight our community members and those who have supported us in Japantown and in the greater community. And so we're talking about supreme support. In fact, we're giving him the spotlight right now. Coming in the lone vehicle, waving to the crowd, you'll each get a customized greeting. Ladies and gentlemen, Senator Scott Wiener, representing San Francisco and northern San Mateo County in the California State Senate since 2016. He focuses on housing, transportation, mental health, climate change, criminal justice reform, and poverty alleviation, chairing various committees, including the Senate Budget and Fiscal Committee. He previously served on the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, continuing the legacy of Harvey Milk in his district, and has resided in San Francisco's Castro neighborhood since 1997. Ladies and gentlemen, resuming our parade, give it up for State Senator Scott Wiener! Senator Wiener, thank you for being here. And I know I'm up just off to your right over here. That right. Oh, turn to your right, to your right, to your left, to your left. Hey, oh, to your right, to your right, to your right. Oh, I'll come to you. Hey, how are you doing? All right, ladies and gentlemen, now, under normal circumstances, Senator Weiner would encourage carpooling or something else other than riding in a parade by himself in a single vehicle. But you know what? We made him do it. So give it up once again for Senator Scott Weiner. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, remain hydrated. Make sure you remain hydrated. But by that, I mean make sure you take a big bottle of water or perhaps some Pocari Sweat. This next gentleman coming down the parade route has a big bottle, but I don't know if it's great for hydrating, but it's a great look. So get your cameras ready for our, is that a Sapporo float? There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Sapporo Ichiban Man. Just so we know that does not qualify for the HOV lane. Now, if you think you are all a little bit antsy from having waited and a little bit warm for being in the sun, well, I appreciate your patience. But let's give it up for these other young folks who are joining us now, because they have been very patient along that parade route as well. This is not a replay of the Nihon Machi Little Friends. These are other friends, folks. The ABC Preschool, a Japanese-based preschool which offers a unique environment for students by incorporating traditional and cultural celebrations. The events, their songs, their folk tales, the children can achieve an in-depth understanding of Japanese tradition and culture by experiencing all of these within their schooling day. Their sister school, Pine Japanese Language After School, continues and enhances the teachings of ABC Preschool to the students who graduated from their program from K through 3. With supreme discipline of mind and body, they stayed focused along this parade route, and now they stand before you once again, wearing their hachimaki, carrying their smaller sized Taro Mikoshi. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for ABC Preschool! This school has been around for 40 years, not necessarily these particular students, but the rest of the school has been. They're located in the Richmond district on 33rd Avenue. Folks, what a great addition to our parade. Well worth the wait. So many different groups. Give it up once again. ABC Preschool. Wow, look at the ease with which they carry that Mikoshi. That's amazing. We'll have a slightly different version a little bit later on in the parade, so make sure you stick to the very end, folks. And as always, in any organization, these are all beautifully young students, but let's pretend there were some parents mixed in as well. Give it up for the parents who do support all of these activities. Next up is Booker T. Washington Community Service Center, one of the Bay Area's oldest black-led and serving nonprofits. For more than a century, the center has nourished the historic Fillmore and Western Addition neighborhoods with a full spectrum of culturally responsive programs to address the holistic needs of the intergenerational black community. Ladies and gentlemen, we support one another here in San Francisco and in California. So let's give it up for Booker T. Washington Community Service Center. Thanks for all you do, and please let us know how we can support one another. Oh, bubbles! They got bubbles! Woo! Happy Cherry Blossom Festival, Booker T. Washington Community Services. Next up, obviously, the Taiko Drum Revolution. under the leadership of Kensuke Sumi, is a vibrant taiko ensemble dedicated to showcasing the distinct artistry of taiko in the San Francisco Bay Area through performances and educational initiatives. Since its inception in 2005, the group has been actively engaging audiences at various events, including the Cherry Blossom Festival, JC Festival, and the Rugby World Cup. Offering regular workshops and classes for adults, Drum Revolution has grown significantly over the past decades, now boasting 5 rehearsal locations spanning Palo Alto to Emeryville. Today it stands as one of the largest and most influential taiko groups in the Bay Area, and possibly even in the entire country. Ladies and gentlemen, they're making noise so the whole world hears them. It's the Taiko Drum Revolution! Also doing a lot of pounding, they've made mochi for decades. Community marshals Ricky and Bobby Okamura of Benkyodo Company, the iconic last manju shop in San Francisco's Japantown, renowned for its delectable treats. They have won the hearts of generations. Benkyodo, hey Rick and Bob, good to see you guys. Benkyodo has won the commendation of the Consul General of Japan for its 115 years of crafting mochi and Japanese sweets. You can check out the documentary Benkyodo, the last manju shop in Japantown, directed by award-winning filmmaker Akira Bok and Tadashi Nakamura, and it showcased their work for over 3 generations. Ladies and gentlemen, we are sad that they have made their last manju at the shop, but we are so happy for the decades of service and of memories they have given to us. Once again, your community marshals, Ricky and Bobby Okamura. Next up, well-dressed, well-disciplined, and well-formed. They're in formation as a total force partner and auxiliary of the U.S. Air Force Civil Air Patrol. It's here to search for and find the lost, provide comfort in times of disaster, and work to keep the homeland safe. Its more than 64,000 members selflessly devoted their time, energy, and expertise toward the well-being of their communities, while also promoting aviation and related fields through aerospace, STEM, education, and helping shape the future leaders through CAPS Cadet Program, the Civil Air Patrol, San Francisco Cadet Squadron 86, ladies and gentlemen. And coming up next, I know that when your parents say you got to get dressed up because we're going out, it means one thing, right? Well, for these folks, it means something a little bit different. Ladies and gentlemen, the next group coming through, Anime Costume Parade, San Francisco Japantown cosplayers, and of course my boss, my home on the air, NBC Bay Area. Now, the very first cosplay parade in the United States was actually hosted here in San Francisco by Japan Video and Media in the year 2000. The anime parade transmits the Japanese language and culture through its characters, elaborate costumes, and props, and they parade through the event venue like today and like Japantown Center, bringing life this vibrant world of anime and manga. Anime cosplay is popular form of self-expression and celebration of the Japanese culture in many forms. And ladies and gentlemen, they bring together fans from diverse backgrounds and share their love for anime in a fun and engaging way. We're happy to help them get a platform here at the Japanese Festival for the NorCal Cherry Blossom Festival and Parade. Give it up for the Anime Costume Parade. Look at all of our favorite characters. Folks, and if your favorite isn't recognized or acknowledged within this parade group, then get out there, get your costume, and join in for next year. We have Chainsaw Man's dog, we have Pikachu, we have various other friends from Genshin Impact. I see a lot of, we even have some Power Rangers that are still holding it steady. Folks are celebrating all kinds of aspects of our anime culture, knowing that there is so much variety in what we have to offer in culture and community. Thank you for being a part of this, folks. I'm glad you have a place as well. Followed closely behind by the NBC Bay Area float, sporting some of our other favorite cosplayers. There we go. Some would say I'm the space cadet, but right now we have others representing outer space travel. You hear the Olympic theme because, ladies and gentlemen, NBC Bay Area is proud to be the home of the Olympics for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Opening ceremony is on NBC Bay Area July 26th, but the countdown has begun with less than 100 days to go. Don't miss a moment of the action with unparalleled coverage of the Paris Games. NBC Bay Area, Telemundo 48, Peacock, online, on the air. We are there for you 24 hours a day. We have your highlights. We have your original events. Join us for the Paris Olympics. Our own Jessica Aguirre will be out there. The music will be a little lower, and you'll be able to hear the parade. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Paris Olympics 2024, the Olympics in Paris on NBC Bay Area, Telemundo 48, and Peacock, your streaming network, starting July 26th through August 11th. We promise if you watch our Olympic broadcast, we will play the Olympic music a lot lower.
I'll have them try to paste the what are we going to do in 14 minutes?
All right, friends, now we have the Buddhist Church of San Francisco celebrating their many aspects and facets here in San Francisco. We are so happy to have you here. The Buddhist Church of San Francisco Jodo Shinshu Pure Land Buddhism Temple was established in 1898, the first in North America, and celebrating its 120th anniversary. They are being represented by their various groups within their Sangha. Jiten Daiko is a Taiko group. Their ensemble is based here at the temple. The Buddhist Women's Association, the San Francisco Buddhist Church Choir, LGBTQQ, the Soko Gakuen, that's the school, the Dharma School, the Junior Youth Buddhist Association, the Youth Athletic Organization, their Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, Troop 29, Cub Scouts, and Pack 29. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for this strong community brought to you by the Buddhist Church of San Francisco. Thank you for being here and always supporting us, and we look forward to your Obon Festival a little later on this summer. Ladies and gentlemen, in person, we're going to continue with this parade, but online, I do have to give you some sad news. For some reason, we have to stop our window at 2:30, so we will be stopping the stream unless we can have something override that, but I'm not sure if that's possible. So online at NBCBayArea.com and all of our streaming entities, we're going to stay on as long as we can with all of you, but we do acknowledge the fact that you might be cut off from seeing the last few of our wonderful parade entries here. Folks, in person, we are so glad you're still here because we are continuing with the music and with the fun. And coming up in the distance, we do have the Scout Troop and their tradition of bringing that Daruma in here. Now, I don't know if they have a sponsor, but if they don't, I hope they are courting Dramamine. You'll understand what I mean when they approach a little closer because they are bringing the tradition of the moving, the Daruma in motion. All right, so we were separated by a few feet here, but now we have the San Francisco Buddhist Church of San Francisco's Pack 29. Oh, their tradition of the Daruma. Let's go, Weebelos and Cub Scouts. Pack 29. For 87 years, Troop 29 has had the honor of serving Japantown through camping, hiking, service projects, and national and international Scout jamborees. And they have also had the pleasure of bringing their tradition. As the Scouts get older, the Darumas get bigger. So here are our Cub Scouts, our Weebelos as well. Pack 29, give it up for them, and they are Daruma. And after your voice changes, so does your level of responsibility. We had one example here with one Daruma. Next up, the Boy Scouts of Troop 29. Ladies and gentlemen, do not avert your eyes. Whoa! Whoa! They give their all for Japantown. Give it up for for Pack 29. Giving us lessons not only in dedication, but also in centripetal force. Followed by Oakland Fukuoka Sister City Association. We have our drums accompanying this Dodoma mix, bringing across beautiful music. The Oakland Fukuoka Sister City Association is a vibrant youth program between Oakland and the sister city of Fukuoka. Every other year, Oakland hosts 6 Fukuoka high school students, and Fukuoka hosts 6 of our high school students. Every July, they're invited by the Asian Pacific children students and one adult chaperone to attend their Global Citizenry Convention. Ladies and gentlemen, let me repeat that. Every year, 4 11-year-olds are accompanied by 1 adult chaperone. So give it up for that 1 adult chaperone, folks. That's a brave position. Next up, Assembly Member Matt Haney, showing he knows how to use the woofers, ladies and gentlemen. District 17, well represented. Assembly Member Matt Haney represents this district in eastern San Francisco. Before his election in April 2022, he served on the San Francisco Board of Supervisors for 3 years, focusing on initiatives like mental health care access, 24-hour bathrooms, bike lanes, and tenant protections. Things that we don't always bring up, but we always say those are extremely important to our everyday living. He also served on the San Francisco Board of Education for 2013 to 2019. Assembly Member Matt Haney, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up, oh man, look at this contingent. You can tell who they are, where they are by that beautiful red, but they also have some nice speakers putting Supervisor Matt Haney a little competition there. That's right, friends. By the UPS store, we now have Rosa Parks Elementary School, JBBP. This year, Rosa Parks Elementary School, Japanese Bilingual Bicultural, is celebrating 50 years of Japanese language and cultural education in San Francisco public schools. A unique public elementary school program, Rosa Parks JBBP offers authentic instruction and experiences in Japanese language and culture, taught by native-speaking sensei and dedicated staff. They benefit from the rich multicultural assets of the Western Addition location in neighboring Japantown. JBBP's founding community. Their students march in the Cherry Blossom Parade every year with their bright red hoppy coat, so you know who they are. They are not shy, and they are proud to represent Rosa Parks Elementary, JBBP. Rosa Parks Elementary integrates 3 distinctive strands: STEAM, special education, and this one, the Japanese Bilingual Bicultural Program. Give it up for Rosa Parks Elementary School. Once again, Rosa Parks Elementary School, JBBP. That's their bilingual and bicultural program. Following the cable car from JBBP, we have U.S. Bank, sporting the 2023 San Francisco Court and the 2023 Nisei Week Court from Nisei Week in Los Angeles. U.S. Bank sponsored float carries the 2023 Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival Queen and Court. That's Queen Casey Mukai, First Princess Kylie Tamura, Princess Emily Wagner, Princess Maya Isaka, and Princess Samantha Teshima, who are now completing their duties as this last ride on the parade route. Give it up for the 2023 Cherry Blossom Festival Court and the Queen, ladies and gentlemen, for their wonderful, dedicated year of service. Also on this float, cheered by the 2023 Los Angeles Nisei Week Queen and Court, Queen Caitlin Chu, First Princess Sarah Kubo, Ms. Tomodachi Nancy Chin, Princess Kylie Inouye, Princess Kama Higashiyama, Princess Isabella Polizzotto, and Princess Aiko Jakowski. Ladies and gentlemen, the Los Angeles Nisei Queen and their court. Since you're stopped right here, Princess Kylie, I'm going to call you out. Princess Kylie, wave your hand. Where are you? Kylie. No, Kylie Inouye. My name's Mike Inouye, spelled over here to your right. Spelled with the last name, spelled with a Y. And I know that you've probably seen a lot of folks who spell it differently. So between you and me, you spell it the right way. All right? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you are not familiar with the Queen program in Los Angeles or in San Francisco, this is not a pageant. This is a program. These are ambassadors. These folks are experts in commerce, business, world politics, and of course in the traditions that we are so proud to uphold. Please give it up for their year where they start their duties. Once again, San Francisco and LA's Queen and Court from 2023. Next up, we have great guests visiting from Japan. Then Cherry Blossom Festival warmly extends greetings to 3 esteemed Shinto priests, Nagasawara Takamitsu Gushi Morita. We have Terukiyo Gushi and Takashima Mizuki Gushi. Kanda Myojin Shrine, founded in 730. That's the year, 730, near Otemachi in Tokyo, boasts a rich history of 1,300 years of tradition and is celebrated across Japan. Hosting the Kanda Myojin Festival every other year, odd years, it stands as one of the nation's top 3 festivals. In 2001, the shrine's generous donation of the beautiful Mikoshi, the Cherry Blossom Festival, symbolized peace and safety. Regrettably, it is not in this year's parade because Kanda Mikoshi is actually displayed in the U.S. Bank just down the street. Toru Yonaha, a top talent in the Okinawan music, is renowned as the master of Ryukyu folk music and the teacher in the island classical music as well. As a multi-instrumentalist, he excels in singing and playing instruments like sanshi, Ryukyu flute, drums, and koto, and Yonaha has performed worldwide from Japan to Hawaii. And Yukako Makijina, who joined the Shinryu School of Classical Dance in 1981, became the 3rd head teacher in 2003. She has garnered nationwide recognition for her expression of the world of ancient Ryukyu through her performances like Ryukyu no Kaori, accompanied by members of the Okinawan Kenjinkai and the Eisa dance and drum group. Toru Yonaha and Yukako Majikina aim to continue and spread Okinawan culture and traditions in Northern California. I apologize for the pace at which I was reading, but I saw you perform online on our live stream as well. Thank you both for being here and for performing and for sharing your talents with the world. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Toru Yonaha and Yukako Majikina, thank you for joining us as well as the rest of the representatives for the Okinawan culture and traditions here in Northern California. Hey Hans, can we get in front of the camera for a second since there's a blank space, and I'll just say goodbye from the Cherry Blossom Festival? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little bit of a break in the action here. So you already met Matt with his shovel, right, earlier? He's one of the co-chairs. This is our other co-chair. This is Yuki Nishimura. So ladies and gentlemen, Now, we're just about done with the live stream, so I wanted Yuki to thank our friends for being out here. This thank you goes for you, but you need to stay because we're not done, ladies and gentlemen. So to our friends online, streaming online, we're not done. The parade continues, and so does the festival till 6 p.m. today?
Oh, well, I think 3:30 p.m. for the parade,
Okay.
and then festival will be
All
on
right.
until 6 p.m.
So this is Yuki Nishimura. I just wanted her to say thank you.